Good morning, everyone. My name is Kanaja Davis, and I will be giving a presentation on my research, which was the effects of plyometric training on speed and power and athletic performance in collegiate athletes. To start off, plyometric training uses the stretch shortening cycle, where muscles rapidly transition from eccentric to concentric contraction, where this improves the neuromuscular efficiency while allowing the athlete to produce force more quickly and explosively. From my research, from multiple systematic reviews, it showed that the plyometric training significantly increases and improves sprint speed, vertical jump height, agility, and muscular strength in trained athletes. These improvements are mainly due because of the increased motor unit recruitment, as well as faster firing rates and greater activation of fast twitch muscle fibers, which are also known as type 2 muscles. Compared to the traditional resistance training, which is mainly used to improve maximum strength, plyometric training is more effective for developing explosive power and movement efficiency. But the two together makes a stronger performance when they're both combined together. In my research, I also showed that the best results come from moderate training programs of exercise for up to 2 to 3 days per week for a 6 to 8 weeks period with proper progression and recovery. As well, plyometric training is a highly effective method for improving athletic performance in collegiate athletes, especially when it's integrated into a structured strength and conditioning program that includes proper resistance training and recovery. What prompted me to do this research was to understand how collegiate athletes can improve speed and explosive power more effectively, because in modern sports, it depends heavily on quick acceleration as well as agility and the ability to jump. And this makes plyometric, the key area of interest when it comes to these type of programs. My key findings with this showed the consistency of how plyometric training improves sprint speed within distances of 10 to 30 meters, as well as the increase of one's vertical jump height, as well as enhancing the ability to change direction and the development of explosive and reactive power. Um, some of the alternatives presented within this were that resistance training is made for and built for maximum strength, while plyometric is used for explosive speed and power. But combining the two together is the ultimate dream team of having great performance and a great performance outcome. Right here, this shows the ideal progression when using plyometrics and some example exercises and the focus and the intensity, and how frequent you should be doing these exercises each week. And this shows the outcome when using plyometrics and how big of an effect it has. The use of this data suggests that the explosive athletic performance is not just about strength, but about how fast force is produced, and how plyometric training enhances neuromuscular efficiency, making movement quicker and more powerful. The utilization of this research can be utilized in coaches and athletes by integrating this into their weekly workout 2 to 3 times a week, and combining with weight training for best results. A way that I can benefit from this in my career is that it will help with strength and conditioning programming, as well as helping with evidence-based training designing and helping understand athletic performance analysis. The limitations to this research is that there was no original experimental data collected. And I relied heavily on secondary sources, which were the meta-analyses, and there were limited specificity. There was a limit specific for individual sports and genders, and something that could be improved were making the studies 8 to 12 weeks longer and having direct comparisons in control athlete populations, and as well as in injury tracking data linked to the plyometric programs. Overall, my networthy findings were the best results occurred between 6 to 8 weeks in training, and combining resistance training and plyometric trainings both produced the highest performance gains for our athletes. And knowing that neuromuscular adaptations are more important than muscle size and gains for explosive movements. Thank you.